morning! And spring break is over. And my, we are so happy to have everyone back here for Season 2, the Red 5 Tavern, the Accursed Queen of Iron Bridge. Tonight, we are playing Chapter 13, the Iron Bridge Gauntlet. The day is young as the Fellowship stares across the Iron Bridge. They've been given everything they need to cross it. But what is between them and Tar Island? Ooh, that's the big question, isn't it? And before we get into that, tonight we have the pleasure of playing with Tina, who's playing Torga. And then we have Spencer playing Gibble. And then we've got Cody playing Eerie. And returning again is Aaron playing our buddy Eve. Welcome, everybody. How's everyone doing?
Fantastic. Oh,
hey, hi, hello, welcome, congratulations.
We are ready.
Aaron, sound check. Is the music okay?
Yeah, doing good.
So, just a quick recap of the last adventure, which was 2 weeks ago. It's been quite a while, and we're all anxious to get playing here. Essentially, the team is right out, like on the other side of that portcullis, slammed down and sent reverberations across the bridge and through their souls, realizing what they have to do. Yet, just several hundreds of feet away is Tar Island and their ultimate goal, the last place, the last stop on this entire adventure. So it's getting to crunch time. But before we get to that, we're going to take a quick interlude and head back up to Castle Iron Bridge for a little bit. And it's early morning there as well. And it's breakfast in the mess hall. Well, a temporary mess hall because the other mess hall is a mess. What I did there? Because of the... Yeah, that's my funny little joke. Sitting at the table is Captain Axor. And in comes a guard and says... excuse me, Captain Axor, a raven from Iron Bridge Outpost has arrived. And so he hands him a little scroll. And Axor looks at it and reads it. He says, "The royal advisor will want to know this immediately. I'll bring it to her at once." And then he sort of puts his head aside and thinks. He's like, so the guards are waiting there like, okay, do I stay here? Do I go? And then he says to the guard, "You bring it to her." And he hands it back to him. Yes, Captain. And he sort of twists around and walks out. And then Axor just pushes away from the table. And he starts to walk out as well. And one of the lieutenants sitting beside him eating breakfast. And he says, "Not going to finish your breakfast, sir?" And Axor turns to him and looks and says, "You finish it. I've lost my appetite. And I've got something to take care of." And then he walks out the door. All right. So that little setup is done. We come back to the Iron Bridge Outpost. And you guys are all together. You've got your two bridge busters. And if people are saying, what the heck is a bridge buster? Maybe if you didn't watch last episode, I will show you what a bridge buster is. It's trademark and now available in many stores, including Walmart.
It's always important to trademark.
Yes. Oh shoot, that's not what I wanted to show you. How's that? That's what I wanted to show you.
Yeah, that's a bridge buster.
Okay, bridge buster. Okay, it scared me because what I saw before is not what I wanted to show you whatsoever.
Well, that could be. Whoa! Can I see what you was looking at? Because I want to.
You're supposed to clear your history before you do this, Charles.
Yes, Charles.
All right. Well, that was a great question, everyone. Have a great night. We'll see you next week.
Good night. We're good.
All right. So this is the bridge buster. You can see a quick little sketch here. It's 5 feet tall, 6 feet wide. It's got a little platform. We talked about this last episode, but it's quite a little ingenious little thing that's going to help. That they've used in the past because of what they've seen the hobgoblins use. So you guys have 2 of those with you and everything else that you have at your disposal. And what would you guys like to do? As we talked about, the bridge does have sort of a natural rise to it, and then it sort of fades onto the other side. Obviously, you can't see the other side, but it's not an insignificant amount of distance between you and that rise.
Can we see to the tip of the rise, like the
Yes.
height of it?
Yes,
We can see up to that point, and there's what's in front of us that we see.
At this point, you don't see anything really. I mean, you see scraps. You see some of the bolts and stuff that the hobgoblins had screwed into the ceiling of the wood. You see that, the rope. You see some garbage piles, what looks like to be remnants of old bridge busters, sort of like to the side and stuff like that. Mostly stuff, piled up against the wall. Because the wall, let me show you guys the key art here, just so we can give a perspective, so that we can get a sense of scale here, because it's important too. So let me show this to you. And this is up. I'm going to show it to you without the character illustrations that Miss Kelly, who plays Datari, who has always done a wonderful job for us, everyone here, and making our episode art. So thank you very much for that, Kelly. I'm going to show you that, so you guys can get a sense of that. Share screen. Don't show the other one. There we go. That's the one I want to show.
Don't show that one.
You guys can see that?
Yep.
Okay, so there's sort of this wall area, right? And this, goes the entire span. So it's about, 4.5 feet, 5 feet. So for regular humanoids, a little bit lower than center of gravity. For the dwarves, like you guys can barely see over it. That kind of thing. But yeah,
Dang.
So through all of the, through that span, you guys see, you don't see these walls. Of course, this is somewhat part of the reveal, but of course we knew this was coming.
Mm-hmm.
But you, piles of garbage, I would say.
Okay.
Interspersed, nothing specific, but nothing definitive either. Nothing moving, at least you can see.
Are there any flying animals around?
So you look and you see a couple of wyverns, but they're circling. They're not engaging. It's a very interesting pattern. There's no attacks going on. In fact, you see some wyverns in that sort of window area, sort of the without the wall. The wyverns seem to be perched on Tar Island. They're not doing anything. It's a very odd change. Something's changed for them.
All right. Any birds or mice or anything on the bridge that we can see? Or
Not that you can see. Nope.
Okay.
Like no movement really. It's just sort of a static, somewhat, trashed area in certain areas. I mean, the base of this thing is iron, so it's solid base. That's that's not compromised or anything. But
So
but
we're
nothing
facing
else.
a wall, basically. We're facing a.
Well, right now, that wooden wall that you saw is a little bit further on, so it's a little bit of a reveal of what's coming. And that's why you guys have the bridge busters. But right now, you just sort of see that empty rise. The sides, the
So we
pillars.
need to get there, basically.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Just all right. Well, do we have to get those bridge busters to over there, or do we leave them here?
in between the walls, is there enough room to walk the bridge busters through? Or
Oh yeah,
is that-
yeah.
Okay.
The bridge itself is about 15 feet wide,
Okay.
and those they're about 6 feet wide. So you got enough to sort of side by side them, and then have about 2 foot gap between them. So it provides actually a mobile defense. It's quite ingenious for specifically built for this bridge.
What's everybody else want to do?
Well, don't we need the busters where we're going? How
Yeah.
much do they weigh?
If I
That's
remember
a good-
correctly from the last session, there were 100 or 200 pounds, but they were very well balanced.
We're good then.
There we go. Yeah, I
We're
covered that.
good. We're good.
What Erie said.
I'm going with Erie. We're good then.
That's scary.
And I mean, obviously, you can push them too.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
Gary-
grab one and get
Gary
going.
puts it back down on the floor. Fine.
Don't show off. Always have to be shine off.
That's why they have wheels.
Push it.
I wondered what those round things were.
Yeah, the wheels on the cart go round and round, round and round, round and round. That's how it works.
Mine stop about halfway.
It's the magic. Bridge busters.
So,
We're gonna go explore inside of Timmy today.
Jesus.
Oh, no.
oh, fuck's sake.
Oh my god. Oh man.
So we have two of them.
Yes, you have two of them.
So I push one, you push one,
I'll push one.
I push one.
And me and Eves will just be here and be useless.
Nope. I'll get
Well,
that
you
push.
could freaking climb on it. There's little slots in it where you can see through it.
This is true. This is right.
All right, Gibble's getting on one. Specifically, the one Erie's pushing.
That boy, we're gonna go fast. Are you
Oh,
excited?
Lord.
All right, so you guys start moving forward.
Mhm.
Push,
All right.
push.
So you guys head up towards the peak. You're not moving, let's say, at maximum speed. You do have the heft of these bridge busters and stuff. Eve, are you walking behind or ahead of the bridge busters? What are you up to?
I'll walk up ahead.
How far ahead are you going?
Let's say 30 feet.
Okay, so you guys are following Eve, and so Eve, as you're walking up, we're keeping, I guess, somewhat in pace with the bridge busters behind there and the three dwarves. You're noticing just regular looking trash, essentially. Some bits of maybe things are useful, maybe not. Rope, wood, that kind of stuff strewn, left from whether it's guards from the Iron Bridge outpost or whether it's hobgoblin. You're not quite sure, but it's just sort of intermittently strewn about. So, and the three of you, Torga and Erie, and then of course Gibble on the actual cart there. You're sort of trying to navigate that as well. So it's some bumpy. You have to sort of move aside. You guys let one the other go. It's not exactly quickly going there, but nothing really out of the ordinary. And as you guys come towards the crest, you do see now as you come to the top, you get a sense that the bridge itself has, first of all, interesting lighting as it gets closer to Tar Island, and you look back and towards the Iron Bridge outpost, and you realize you guys have come quite a while. It's about 700 feet to get to this point. It's not an insignificant distance, and that took quite a while to travel to get up there. And so as you guys, I'll re-show this one here. As you guys get to that crest, you do see as it comes down, and as you can make out quite further down, it's nothing close by any means. You do see some wooden structures built out between you and Tar Island, and so at this point, I would say it's probably about let's see here. It's about 300 feet away from you. These structures that you can sort of discern.
Still no birds or anything around us. No
Nothing.
animals of any kind.
Now, no animals. There's no real movement that you can discern.
That's unusual.
I'd like to take a closer look at one of these structures.
So, what do you guys? Are you hanging back with the bridge busters? Are you letting Eve go ahead? He's about 30 feet out ahead of you. What do you guys like? How do you guys want to play this? Just keep going past the crest and have at it, basically?
I'm trying to keep up close to Eves with the bridge bustering Gibble.
Okay. So you're
Same.
still about 30 feet away, Eve? Is that your strategy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Every time I get closer, he moves farther away. I don't smell that.
Oh, Lord. Lord.
All right. So as you're moving closer, you don't see any movement ahead of you, Eve. You just see these structures. They're obviously getting a bit bigger as it is because you're getting closer, but you're not sensing anything around them. And scale wise, you're looking probably at about maybe 10 feet tall at the tops, because the entire structure is at its peak is 15. So maybe 8 to 10 feet tall, these wooden walls.
Okay.
And as Torga and Erie are pushing the bridge busters, trying to keep pace with Eve, Gibble, what are you up to? What's your situation here? Are you looking forward? What are you doing?
I suppose I'm just enjoying the ride on the bridge buster, since
Okay.
I'm just on there riding along.
And are you facing Erie? Or are you facing forward, like looking through the
I'd be
slots?
facing forward.
Okay.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
So you hear. Okay, can you roll perception, Gibble, please?
Perception. All right.
20.
11.
Oh, actually, that makes it. You something catches your ear from behind you, and you see grappling hooks hitting the side of the railing on behind you, about 45 to 50 feet behind you. And as you see that, you hear mostly the metal hitting metal, and the grappling hooks are sort of moving and giving a sense of like something's coming up from these grappling hooks from below.
Erie, turn around.
He just turns around, drops the thing, and lets it roll.
And you
Oh,
hear,
Lord.
you hear this. You hear some commotion back from the dwarves and the bridge busters. And also in front of you, you don't see anything. There's nothing going on right now. It's coming from behind.
So do I see anything?
So you turn around, and so does Torga, I'm assuming. And you guys look back, and you see the grappling hooks. And as you sort of turn and sort of like let go of the actual, the stability of the bridge busters, like I said, it's stable. You just leave it there. It's like a wheelbarrow. You turn around, and as you guys sort of position yourselves to the back, you see like hands coming over the side railings and pulling themselves up over, and you
How
see
far-
those.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I see hobgoblins are coming over the back, over the side, up from under the bridge.
How far away are these hooks from us?
They're about 50 feet, somewhere on there.
Ooh. Mm. I'm only 35 feet of walking speed, so
Are there
have
any
to move.
are there any wooden structures between us and them?
Nope.
we're wide open to them, correct? We're wide open, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Guess we just better get ready.
Yes.
I have an idea,
Oh,
No.
you tell.
but I need everybody's input because I don't want to just do it because we could take the bridge busters, put them between us and them real quick. I have 2 flasks of oil. We could set the damn things on fire and keep booking it the other way, or we can just let them have it.
Edie, don't we need the busters?
Not if we don't make it back.
Or forward.
Well, the whole goal is to not die. That's the whole goal, Eddie, is to not die.
So while
I
you
know.
guys are talking, the first two from either side, you got left and right, two hobgoblins jump onto the bridge on the same bridge your guys are at. They're sort of standing, sort of like crouching down. They've got javelins, and you see they're made up just like the other hobgoblins you guys have encountered from the battle at the Iron Bridge outpost. And then you see a second set of hands, and two more jump. So you guys have 4 hobgoblins that have just come over the side of the bridge.
Are
Like I
the
said,
hooks
all
attached to rope?
From what you can see, yeah. So the grappling hooks are coming from the side, and the ropes are dangling down below you, basically. Like I said, about, I don't know, 45, 50 feet, somewhere around there, behind you.
We need to cut the rope. Eddie, we need to cut the rope.
So I'd like you guys all. Well, So what are you up to, Eve? You're seeing this. You're now about 75 feet away from the hobgoblins. You can clearly see them, but
Yeah. And it's just behind us. None of these grappling hooks in front.
nothing in front of you. Simply just
Okay.
behind. Nothing. No activity. At this point. There's nothing going on from the front.
Yeah, I'll turn around and dash and try to get close the
Okay.
distance to the hobgoblins.
How
All right,
far
so-
away are we from the wooden structures in front of us?
I
I mean, I guess technically behind me now, but
Yes, technically behind you, about 250 feet. So it's not. They're not close. Yeah, they're significantly far away from you.
What do you think, Eddie? Should we confront?
Well, I'd like you all to roll for initiative, please.
Right on.
that's a 20, right?
Yes.
I'm just
Oops.
going to use this button.
Oops. My page go. Damn it.
Hold on.
I got a 12.
Okay. Okay. Let me just jot this down here. Give me a second. I just found it. I'm looking for my
Copycat.
my blank page, and I have written on my blank page letter couch, COWCH. Last adventure. All right.
It's like,
Um,
wait a second, that's not right.
I got 15.
Okay, so Torga is 15. We've got Eerie, 12. We've got Gibble, 12. Eve, what do you have?
9.
9. Oof. Give me a second here. All right. I'll give the first 12 to Eerie because I heard it first. No, sorry, to Gibble because I heard it
I was
first.
going to say Gibble had it first.
Not that it's a huge thing, but yes. Okay. So, Eve, as you're covering the distance from you to the bridge busters and the dwarves, the first let me just draw this here. Sorry, the first hobgoblin on the right who jumped over is sort of at maybe 1 o'clock to the second one on the right hand side. So they're like sort of defensive position like that. And then the other two on the other side are the same formation on the other side. The first hobgoblin that came over on the right hand side launches a javelin, and they are going to go for, and they're not going to go for Eve because he's still not quite there yet. They're going to go for one of you. Do the dice. They're going for Eerie, and he launches a javelin. And that's a 7. That's a miss, unlikely. What's your AC is higher up, right, Eerie?
My AC is 14.
Okay, so that's a miss. So that javelin flies over you, and actually, Eve, you're sort of dodging that as you're running up towards the scene here. You see a javelin flying. And up next would be Torga. So you see this javelin flying, and it is your attack.
Now I'm still how far away from?
You're about 45 to 50 feet away from these two. So you got a set of 2 on one side of the the side railing, and then across the span you got the other two. So there's about maybe if it's 15 feet wide, you got maybe 8 feet between them, sort of thing.
Well, I'm gonna have to go up. Nothing I do will be good long range, so I want to go 35 feet.
Okay. So you dash up.
Mm-hmm.
Which side are you tending towards? Currently, you're on the right-hand side, and Erie's on the left-hand side.
And which ones are closer? The ones on the left or the ones on the right again? I'm sorry.
They're both about the same.
I'll go dash up to the right where I am.
Right. Okay. So you're going to dash up. So you've got about 10 feet away from them. Do you have multi-attack? Do you have multiple attacks?
I do. Oh, I have 2 attack. I can attack 2.
Okay.
Now, the thing of it is like I can throw a double axe. I have hand axes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I do. Let me find my stats. Okay. So,
And just to let you know that Gibble, you're up next, and then it's Erie.
and they're how far to me? 10?
You got about 10 feet away from you.
I can throw 20 feet without disadvantage.
Nice. Okay.
So let me go select.
Oh, so that's cool. So you moved up, and now you're going to launch them. That's nice. Nice.
Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah, it's nice, right? Let's see. You can we can throw 20 feet, 1, 2, 6, 4, 5. Okay, so let me do this. Okay. $20.
Damn.
Is that a natural 20 or a?
It's a natural 20.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. You have 2 choices of targets. You have one that's closest to the wall itself, and then you have the one that threw the javelin.
Let me do the one that threw the javelin.
All right, and he's sort of offset maybe 4.5, 5 feet away from the edge. And what would you like to do? A special feat, or would you like to do double damage?
Let's do double damage.
All right. So let me know what you got.
Well, let's see what I got. A 5, 10.
And wow, so that would be 20. So you see Torga just like rushes up away from the bridge busters, stops in a slide almost because she sort of reaches her maximum effort. And as she's sliding, she pulls out her axe, launches it with the most supreme precision, hits the hobgoblin in the face, and splits his face in half. And not the good
Nice.
half. It's the vertical side. So he's not smiling
Ooh.
whatsoever. However, he is absolutely decimated and dead. We have one hobgoblin off the chart already. This is, wow. That's fantastic.
I'm gonna need to get my axe back after that, okay? Because I want that back.
Mhm.
Fair.
That hobgoblin wants his space back. All right, Gibble, you're up next.
Yeah, well,
Fantastic.
I was gonna get up as close as I can as well.
All right, what's your movement speed?
40.
40, okay. So you close within about 10 feet as well.
Excellent. Well, after seeing such a great display of power that Torga showed, Gibble's gonna try to do the exact same thing.
Okay. So you got 2 attacks as well as what you're saying, right?
Yes.
All right, okay.
And that's gonna be a 23.
That is most definitely a hit. Now
Yeah.
you're
Cut the whole thing in half.
towards the left-hand side. I just put you up the left. Is that where you're running?
Yeah.
Sort of opposite?
I'll
Cool. All right.
I'll try to aim for the one closer to the wall.
Okay, so the one in the back. All right, that's a hit. Absolutely is a hit.
Excellent. Okay. And that'll be for 7 damage.
Okay. All right, Yuri, you're up. And then Eve, you are next. You're on deck.
Sweet.
So, how far away am I? I'm about 50 feet still.
You're about
something
50
like
feet.
that?
Yep.
All right. I am going to. I've got 2 attacks. I'm going to pull out a javelin and throw it at the closest one to me.
So that would be the one that is ahead of the one that Gibble just hit. So the one to the right-hand flank of it, well, actually left, looking towards them. So yeah, the one that's furthest away from the wall would be the closest one to you by about 3 feet, maybe.
Okay.
All right.
I'm a 20.
Natural?
That's not natty. No,
Oh.
that was a 15 plus 5.
Still.
That's fantastic.
20.
Yeah, you guys are rolling nice and hot tonight. All right, that is definitely a hit.
Keep it hot.
And I did 7 damage.
All right.
And then for my second attack, I'm going to do the same thing to the one that... No, I'm just going to aim at the same one.
Okay.
That's a 17 this time.
Ooh.
That's a hit.
6 damage.
All right. So this cat is a shish kebab right now. Got 2 massive javelins standing out of him, and he's staggered down to 1 knee. He's not dead, but he's not looking good. All right, and Eve, you are up. You're basically in. What's your movement speed actually?
My movement speed is 30 feet.
30 feet. So you are basically exactly in line with the bridge busters, and which would put you about 45 feet away from. Well, we've got Gibble on the left, Torga on the right, which they're about maybe 8 feet away from the 2 groups, and then you've got the hobgoblins behind them.
Okay. Yeah, I will move up 30 of that 45 feet.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I will use what's it called here? Hexblade's Curse. And so I can choose 1 creature within 30 feet. I'm gonna go after one of the hobgoblins who are like undamaged or just like fully up.
Yeah, so that would be the one on the right-hand side who's closest to the wall.
Sure. I'll place my Hexblade's Curse on him. So
Okay.
against him, I gain a +3 bonus to damage rolls. I score a critical hit on a 19 or 20, and I regain 4 HP if he dies. And then if the no, that's a different spell. Never mind. So all that, and then I'm gonna take out a javelin and throw it at him. It's got a throwing range of 30 and 120 feet. So this
You're
will
good.
just be a regular attack.
I'm just going to say this hex you just put on sounds suspiciously like Hunter's Mark, and therefore I deny all Hunter's Marks because I hate them with a curse. Damn you,
That's very-
Grit, your Hunter's Mark.
There
It's
are dungeon
similar.
masters kryptonite. He hates the hunter's mark.
Just kidding. Here it
Powerful
is.
thing it is.
It's very similar, but it's a warlock thing. So I'll do that, and then for my attack, I'm going to use my javelin.
Okay.
You know what? Scratch that. I'm going to use Eldritch Blast. I don't think I've used that this campaign.
Ooh.
That sounds dirty.
I used it a lot in the
8 to
last
hit.
campaign.
Yeah, I rolled terribly. That's an 8 to hit.
Yeah, that sails over the hobgoblin, and that is a miss. So
Yeah, it's going to go wide, but my Hexblade's Curse is still on him, and that's going to be my go.
all right.
Well, that was
And-
fun to watch.
We're even aiming for the hobgoblin.
Should you ever have a bottle rocket fight in the street? Fire off Roman candles at each other?
Hush. He has spider powder. He can light them. Hush. Whoosh.
All right. So the one that is not hit is actually that's not him. That's gonna be, just give me a second here. Let me just identify these really quick. Suspense. What is Charles doing? He's screwing this over. No, I'm just trying to assign numbers here. All right. And okay, so the one that is on his knees charges towards Gibble somewhat feebly, and I'm going to actually take away
He's on his knees and he's charging? That's
Well, he's getting up from his knees. Yeah, he's getting up from his knees. So he's slow, and so he's going to have a disadvantage on this because of his damage. But he's still charging, trying to...
Die well.
Swings with his great sword with a 7, and clearly misses, correct?
Yikes. Yeah, that's a...
Die well, Hobgoblin.
And then the last one, the other one that has 10 damage, is going for Gibble as well, since he's the closest one.
Bring it.
13. Is that a hit?
Miss.
Okay. All right, so he moves up, and he's like basically beside you at this point. And we are back to the top of the round, and Torga, it is your attack. So
Okay, yeah. Where's everybody? Let me know.
yeah, so the Hobgoblin that had the highest initiative roll, you dispensed with and gave a new smile to. He's
Yes.
dead, and he's on the ground dead. The other Hobgoblin, unbeknownst to you, but knownst to Eve, has a hex on it, but he's also not damaged currently. So you see one that hasn't had any attack or any damage hit, and obviously you're aware of what's going on to the left of you, but you've got one undamaged Hobgoblin in front of you. Within
And how far? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
probably 8 feet, maybe. He's not within striking distance necessarily.
But I could. Oh, but I can go up to him and
Yes,
do my
yes,
thing
yeah.
though.
Yes. Do your thing.
I'm gonna do my thing. Okay, well I'm gonna go up to him and then I'm gonna use. Hold on, which one am I going to use? Because you know, what weapon do I want to use on him? Let's see. I'm gonna use my great axe.
You'll be able to like move and then swing with that in the same action.
Yes.
You're close enough.
Yes. Okay, so we're already up there. Okay. 14.
That is a miss.
And since I dashed up, I don't get another one, right?
You know what? I'm gonna say yes. You can. It's not that big of a. I'm gonna give it to you for a second attack because it's not a huge difference, especially in comparison to your movement speed. I'll let you do a second one.
15.
Unfortunately, that is also a miss. So both of your swipes. So you sort of dash up, and as you're dashing, you're also swinging, put you a little bit off balance. And unfortunately, those two great axe swings, he is able to dodge. And but now you're right up close and personal. So the next attack is going to be,
I'll get him.
nice and intimate.
I'll
And
get you next time.
Gibble, you're up, and Eerie, you are on deck. Happy baseball, by the way.
So, 2 hobgoblins are up on me, correct?
Yes, you've got one who's right beside you, basically, who lunged at you with that long sword, and the other one that was sort of closer to you is also right beside you, and we see Eerie stretching with his great axe. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Oh, Lord. This is great. So great.
Sorry.
I'm
You're
going
good.
to. Have they both been damaged?
They have.
Okay.
The one that swung at you was actually more damaged, and in a sort of a
Cool. I'll go
brazen
after
attack.
him.
All right, and he's like right by you, by the way.
Awesome. I will use my great axe. I have 2 attacks. So
Okay.
I will swing over at him for a 16. 16.
16 total is a miss.
Oh my gosh! All right, just try
Yeah,
this
right?
again. Then.
It's got to be higher. I swear to God.
17's the number.
17's yeah. Okay. Well, I rolled lower the second time, so.
Yeah, they're not. There's no slouch on their armor. They've got.
It's okay, Gibble. We're both fooked. We didn't roll enough in them.
Fooked.
Sounds about
We're
right.
both fooked.
F-O-O-K.
We're fooked.
F-O-O-K.
Fooked deeply.
Apostrophe D.
Properly fooked. We're properly fooked.
All right, Erie, you are up, and Eve, you're on deck.
Is anybody impeding my vision to any of the hobgoblins? Like, is Gibble in front of me? Is Torga in front, or in between me and the others?
Yeah, Gibble's sort of like to your left a little bit. I mean, you're like not side by side, but you're like in tight close. But it's not like he's impeding you from an attack. There's nothing that's preventing you from having a clear attack on the two of them, because there's two of those. One that you've wounded quite gravely, and then the other one that has been wounded, but he's not looking as dire as the other one.
So they're all about 30 feet away at this point, right?
Correct.
Okay. I've got 2 actions, so I'm going to use the first one to move up to where Gibble's at.
Okay.
And then I've got a question. I have Reckless Attack. If I use Reckless Attack, when I make my first attack on my turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Does that count being I've already thrown javelins at them, or is that just per turn?
Per turn, I would say, because this is your second go around. Yeah, so you can initiate that now. So what does that give you? What is this reckless?
So
yeah, it even says when you make your first attack on your turn.
I wasn't sure if it counted against being.
Yeah, I get you.
So I decided to attack recklessly, giving an advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength during my turn, but attack rolls against me have advantage until my next turn.
So disadvantage for them, basically.
Disadvantage for me. If they attack me, they get advantage.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
that's the trade-off. It's like you're
Gotcha.
It's a
giving
gamble.
yourself advantage on your attacks, but then
But then
in
you're
turn,
vulnerable.
your
Yep.
enemies get advantage on attacks against you because you're like
Wow.
being reckless.
Reckless.
So
Reckless.
I'm going to attack the one that I stuck the 2 javelins into with my
Yes.
great axe.
All right. I'm going to throw out there that Erie's been reckless for about 4 days now, but I'm just saying.
I would just say Erie is always reckless. He's just officially being reckless right now.
Calculated reckless. Alright, my first... Well, okay, so advantage means I roll twice and I take the higher of the 2, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, first one was a 16, so that's crap. Oh, second one was 10, so never mind.
You're using your strength too, right? I messed up and
no.
You're using your strength.
How do you do that?
It says you roll and then using strength. So I would think you'd add your strength modifier, correct?
I need Aaron.
It's already added. It's already added for him.
Isn't it
But-
added? Okay, you're cool then.
It's added for reckless attack, because there's nothing to click for reckless attack.
Right. So,
Well, no,
what's-
advantage just means you roll twice, so you take the higher of the 2. And you did.
but if his strength modifier is higher on, if it's higher than his proficiency bonus, that could affect. That be right, you, Aaron?
I believe so. Yeah.
So if your proficiency is a +2, let's say, on for your weapon, but your strength modifier is +4, well, then you take your roll base and then add your strength
You
modifier.
add both of those.
You had both of them?
Okay.
Okay.
If you're attacking with a weapon that you're proficient with.
Okay, so my
D&D
proficiency
Beyond-
is... Go ahead.
It did all that for you, and your
Mhm.
roll to hit roll.
It included
should
my
be a +6.
proficiency.
Mhm.
It didn't add the +6. It added my...
On my end, it shows it's a 5 + 5 for a 10.
Yep, and I've
For
got...
yourself.
Oh, okay, I see it. I've got proficiency +2
Gotcha.
strength.
Nice.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Cool.
See, that's
You're
why I was
cool,
using
then.
the button.
Yeah, that's what's
Just
great
making
about D&D
sure.
Beyond is that it does all that math stuff for you automatically.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I missed.
All right.
You missed.
All right.
For a miss, huh?
All that warm up, still nothing. Walking back to the dugout.
Misgiving, misfortune, miss whatever her name was. Yes. So Eve, you're up next. That was a Hot House Flowers reference, by the way. So just to let you know. 1980 fans, don't worry about it.
I was thinking Nazareth with Miss Misery. Okay.
Ooh.
Let's close the distance with that guy I put Hexblade's Curse on earlier. Is
All
there
right, so you're-
room to
yeah.
get into melee with him?
Yes, absolutely. You'd be aligning yourself right up against, but right beside Torga on the right-hand flank.
Groovy.
What's up, homie?
Yeah, should I do this? I think I will. Okay, so on this same guy, I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Hex, which is
On the same
not
one?
to be confused with Hexblade's Curse. So this is concentration, so remind me to make concentration checks if I take damage.
Okay.
Until the spell ends, I deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to that target whenever I hit him with an attack. And he also has disadvantage on ability checks made with, let's go with Constitution. So if the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, I can use a bonus action to move that hex to a different person.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that's my bonus action. Then my action, I'm going to go attack with my longsword.
Okay. And that's on the guy who's
Oh, yeah.
at this point untouched. Yes,
Correct. So that's a 24 to hit.
that is most definitely a hit.
Yeah.
Excellent. So it's going
So
to
you've got
be
your 2 hexes now on this one, right?
Hexblade's Curse and Hex. So
Right.
base damage 7 from the longsword. Then it's going to be
Okay.
plus 3 from Hexblade's Curse for 10 damage, plus a 1d6. How do I roll that? Doesn't let me just
Ooh.
click it. So
Ooh,
On
Bottom
On
left is
D&D
there's the
Beyond?
dice button.
there we go.
homie is
Put it up.
messed up.
4 from the die roll, so 14 points of damage total.
Ugh.
Yikes. Yeah, boy is messed up coming from Torga, who gave the hobgoblin an entire new face. That's rich.
Yes, yes, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Said, like,
Okay.
The whole-
I can still fight.
Yeah, I do not have extra attack yet, so that is all I can do. That's my turn.
All right. Well, that was a very effective.
That's
It
really
drops to its knees, and yeah, that was quite the blow. Not just from the weapon, but also from the spells. Very, very good. All right. So then we go to the one who's been mortally wounded, or very badly wounded, who's right near you, Gibble, is going to swing at you again. Oof. And he misses for sure. He's bleeding out, so...
Next time,
Yeah.
aim lower.
Actually, and as he swings at you, he drops his
Talk-
shield. So
Talking his back.
he is going to his armor class is going to drop here. Let me just make a note of this. He just dropped his shield, the one that's right near you. And then we have finally the one that's just received a whole bag of damage from Eve. Is now going to attack him. His greatsword, 15. Is that a hit on you, Eve?
15 is going to be a miss.
Okay, so his longsword, after being dealt this barrage of damage, brings his greatsword and his greatsword and lands it just near you, not damaging you at all.
Knocked aside with my shield.
Yes, parried perfectly. And finally, before we get to the start with Torga, we have the last one, who is actually, you know what, I'm going to roll. Who's going to roll for? Oh, he's going for Eerie. Welcome to the fray, Eerie.
What a
Well,
dick.
damn.
And it rolls a 4, and he also completely
Uh,
misses you.
Hang on.
Yes.
I have
That's
disadvantage. I have
Oh, that's right.
disadvantage on
Thank
that.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
But even so, good lord.
So, Eve, you said about concentration. I forgot to do that. The last attack on you.
Did it hit?
No, I did not.
No.
Then nothing needs to be
We're
done.
good?
It's when
Okay,
I take
cool.
damage.
Gotcha.
Thanks for keeping that in mind.
Yep. 2. It's 4 and 2.
Okay.
All right.
You stupid son of a bitch.
Oh man, I gotta change my dice soon here.
You swing it
All
like I do.
All right. So this round is done, and we are back to the top of the good guys. I mean, the fellowship. And Torga, you are up.
Good guys.
Okay,
Maybe
so
you guys.
I am right next to the fucker I missed last time, right?
Yes, and incidentally, Eve, you're talking about the hobgoblin, right?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
I'm not talking to Eve. I don't think Eve is a fucker, but we can go there.
I just wanted to clarify. That's all. That's all.
But Eve is good. I can swing, and Eve is away from me. We're all good.
I mean, yeah, you can, control your
I
swing of your weapon.
can.
I
Okay,
mean-
He turns around
sure.
and swings at
Okay,
Eve.
what I will say
Yes.
is if you roll a 1 and there's someone within striking distance, within 5 feet of you, the 1 acts conversely as a 20. It's one of those catastrophic hits
Failure.
or catastrophic miss. And that
Well-
could be a case where if someone's right by you, you miss so badly that one of your playmates or one of your your group can
Yeah.
receive damage. I'm just saying the natty
Well,
ones.
well,
the natty-
well, well, no,
Don't worry about
no,
me.
no pressure, Charles. Let's
I'm
roll.
just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I
Don't
know
worry about
I'm
me.
right up. I know
You
I'm right
can-
up on this hobgoblin, so I'm gonna do my great axe.
Erie
You can
gets
also attack
nudges
recklessly
Dibble.
if you want to give yourself advantage.
Well, I
Ooh.
can, but I already got 25.
Oh, there
Erie
you go.
nudges Dibble. I told you she was a loose cannon.
Yeah, I got 25.
That is most definitely a hit. Dear Lord.
13 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he crumples down and dead. Yeah. All right. So there you go.
Well, I do have a second attack, but I don't know if that means I can move to anything closer. I mean, I don't know if there's
Well-
anything closer to me.
Well, there is. There's still 2 hobgoblins in various states of death over
Mhm.
on the left-hand side, and they're maybe about 6-7 feet away from you.
Well, how about I just move over to them and help, okay?
Yeah. So your second attack would be to get into position to help over there.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
I'll do that.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. And so, Gibble, you are up next. Erie, you are on deck.
I'm not stretching this time. Screw that.
That's what threw you off. None of this Zombieland crap.
I love that movie.
It's such a good movie.
It's a great movie, for the record. Great.
All right. I think Gibble is also going to
Oh,
do a reckless attack.
reckless. Nice. Okay. So
Um,
you've got 2 of them within striking distance. You've got the one who's the skewer at the moment, and you've got the other one who's been damaged but not incapacitated.
Well, let's go for the damaged one. Wait, is that the one who dropped a shield, or is it the other one?
The one who dropped his shield is the one who's severely damaged. Yeah,
I'm gonna
or
go after
more
that one.
damage. Okay, that's the closest one to you.
Cool. Okay. Okay. 18 was my higher of the 2, since I have advantage because of the.
That is a hit.
That is. Let's see here. Oh my god. 6 damage. And then.
He's dead. That's enough. That's
Oh.
done.
Okay.
Yep.
Excellent.
With that, yeah. So do you have 2 attacks?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Does the. I'm trying to find it here really quick. Does the reckless attack apply to both of them?
I would assume so.
would-
because it's a it's like a rage sort of thing, right? It's like
Oh yeah, it says giving you advantage on a weapon attack. Wait, using. Okay, yeah, it's this turn. Okay, yeah. So it applies to all attacks that I make, but then also all attacks that come to me.
correct. Correct.
Okay, I'll just. Okay. Cool.
So you got the second one within striking distance as well.
Excellent. Let's go for that. Nat 20.
Damn.
Nice.
Dear Lord. All right.
Make it
Um,
look like
12 damage.
How much?
12.
All right. Okay, so your base damage is enough to kill it.
That was with the double.
Oh, double. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I won't ask you to script it then. So Gibble sort of enlightens himself and says, "You know what? Screw this." He smacks down the first one. The steward hobgoblin cuts him deftly, and it falls. On his backswing, uppercuts the second one, slicing from his sternum up to his mouth. Reminiscent of Torga, yet not quite as eloquent. But it flies back, slams against the side wall, and is down. And that clears the current set of hobgoblins off of the bridge.
How
Nicely
high
done.
is
Done.
how high is the like
Yes.
the walls of this bridge?
The peak of the bridge? You mean like the structure?
No. Like how high is the wall? The
Oh, the wall is probably 4.5, 5 feet tall.
still taller than me. Got it.
All right. Well, Torga's gonna go get her axe from the other guy's split face because she needs that. She's gonna go get
Okay.
that. Then she's just gonna wipe it off. Yeah. Okay, it's good. She's gonna put it back where it belongs.
I feel like I'm in middle school. I'm like, me next. Oh, here. TJ. Ooh. Erie needs to collect his javelin that he stuck into.
Gibble's
the two of
gonna
them that he
get
stuck into that one cat. And then
All right.
I also want to collect the hooks and rope that they tossed up.
All right.
I was
So-
going to say either we cut it or you take it. Good
And
jump.
Take that crap. As long as there's nothing on the other end, we're taking it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gibble is going to get his hand axe, and then while Erie is getting one of the grappling hooks, Gibble wants to climb on top of him and look over and see where they came from.
Eerie, can you take both sets, or do you need me to take one, or can you take both?
I don't know. I could probably carry everything. And take what you want. Hang on.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry.
Well, you also have a little one on your shoulders because he wants to have, a vantage point.
He weighs like 60 pounds.
oh, Eve, you're just standing back and seeing all this stuff going on.
Yeah.
Three Stooges. Three Stooges.
So let's start with Erie and the balancing act with Gibble. So you go over to the grappling hook. You've got a grappling hook with 50 feet of rope,
Ooh,
and
you and your
as
rope.
best as you can sort of balance yourself, Gibble, you look down, and I mean it's a sheer face of Iron Bridge, and you can't really see under. You're not quite sure how they were able to do this maneuver because you can't see down. But there's no like steps. There's no contraption on the side that you see. So there was they had figured out something with the bridge that they were able to sort of toss up a grappling hook and hook onto the side and pull themselves from under the bridge that you can't see currently.
So basically, we have 50 feet of rope with a grappling hook.
Times
We have
2.
2 times
Correct.
2. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I would say, do you want, like I said, Erie, do you want one? And
I'll take one.
And I'll take another one, just so we have it distributed between us for the party.
Did Gibble explain what he saw?
Guys, I don't know where in the world those hobgoblins came from. All I know is that I think they live under there, guys. There's kind of just a weird, like, they kind of just came from there. I don't know where, but, like, they're just there. They just live under the bridge.
So you're saying they live under the bridge, like a troll? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Who
exactly.
is that trapping on my bridge? Is that what you're saying?
You're such a special boy.
Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. I get you.
He's just looking at us like we're idiots now.
Eve,
Good Lord.
you
Why'd
roll
you
perception,
open your mouth?
Perception, you said?
Yes, please.
Ooh.
All
He
right.
was probably like, "Why did I sign on to this fucking party?"
9.
So you're good. Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's not good.
He's just too busy watching us do our thing.
Random unexplained perception checks happen all the time.
Yeah.
All right. So Torga is winding the roll.
I want to point something out to the DM just because I keep forgetting to mention it.
Yes.
My character has he has a danger sense, so if there is something that seems off, such as a possible trap or something along those lines, I have advantage on dex saving throws. So I can see that crap, kind of.
Well, your reaction, a
Thank you.
dexterity reaction saving throw would be yes. That would come into
Okay,
play.
thank you for
Is
clarifying.
is there a distance for that, like a circumference to like? within
Nope,
60
just says you have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated, which might
Yep.
be considered holding Gibble.
Same with me. I have the same thing. Yeah, holding Gibble. Yeah, that could be one.
Yeah, it's written right there on the sheet. Don't you see it?
Yeah, holding Gibble.
Holding Gibble.
Is one of.
Okay.
No,
So, all right. Read that to me one more time, please, slowly.
You have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated,
Saving throws against
such
effect.
as traps and spells. To gain this benefit, you can't be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Okay.
Yep.
So You-
Yep.
gain an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving you an edge when you dodge away from danger.
Okay.
That's
Same.
cool.
Same. It's just like I've often wondered how we would use that. Like if we were somewhere where it could be tricky. I don't know where we would I'll
Trap.
often wonder where we would use that. Right.
Like a trap door in the bridge where you step on
Yep.
it,
Yep.
get
Or
a,
something weird where it would be like a booby trap or something. Maybe I've often wondered.
right before Gibble farts while he's sitting on your shoulders.
Well, thank God he's sitting on your shoulders. Yes. Feel the hobgoblin's bubble guts. It's okay.
Yeah. That'd be a booty trap.
Hey.
Just know, Gibble ate all the spicy stuff at that very nice dinner. And,
Ugh, that's where that smell came from. Oh, yeah.
All right. So you guys have collected the ropes, the grappling hooks, and you're
Yep.
sort of looking over what Gibble has said. Okay, go ahead.
Have we looted the bodies yet? Because I'd like to check
no.
them for armor and such.
Okay. Well, let's do that. Let me go here.
I know one of them
Hobgoblins
dropped a shield.
have. Ooh.
Okay. So what they have? So you have 4 of these now. This is gonna be time 4. You've got shield, and you've got chainmail armor fitted for a hobgoblin. You've got 1 javelin each. Well, actually, 3 out of the 4. And you've got long sword, times 4,
Ooh.
and you've got 2 long bows.
That was a good loot.
Not
aren't-
much of a longbow,
You
myself.
said two longbows?
2 longbows. Yeah, 2 out of the 4 had them. There's no GPs. Nicely done.
Okay.
2 longbows and and some shields and some chainmail.
Yeah, there's 4
So-
shields. Yeah,
You said 3 javelins, right?
3 javelins. Yeah.
All right,
Well,
I want to
mean,
take. I want to
there's
take one
4.
of those.
There's 4, but that 4th is sort of further behind. You know, the sail path. Yeah.
It's not past Eves.
I'm gonna take one of the javelins.
And you
Okay.
said there's chainmail,
And there's chainmail.
Or-
Yes.
but only that fits a hobgoblin.
Yes. It's size for a hobgoblin. Yes.
Yeah, they're.
It looked like a dress. They're a little taller than us.
Yes, I do not need.
Chainmail dress, maybe.
I have all that they have. What do we want to do, Erie? I have all of this.
I'm a. We can divvy up the loot later, right?
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. That's nothing.
We can. We
Unless
can.
somebody wants something now to swap
No.
out their stuff. like-
Dungeon Master will keep, I guess, tally of it, and we'll divvy it later.
Dungeon Master isn't writing this down. So
Nope,
this would
I
be-
did. I wrote it all down.
Well,
Okay.
okay. Well, other player
Just to
wrote
let
it
you
down.
know.
I'll divvy it up
Other
later.
players are writing this down. Good thing YouTube's got us covered. We'll just watch it again.
Yeah, we did.
Exactly.
We'll divvy it up later. It's okay. We'll do it. Okay.
Erie's
Okay.
gonna
Woo,
take his
woo.
axe and cut every one of their heads off, except for the one. No, except for the one that Torga split in half, because that's kind of.
Messed up.
Why are
Yes.
you cutting their heads off?
Because I'm taking them with me.
Wow. Okay.
Where are you carrying them? On your back?
Right
Like
here. I have
in a-
hands. See
In
these?
a bundle? Oh Lord, have mercy.
I'm gonna put
He's
them-
taking.
Hang on, watch. I'm going to put them in the net with the eagle egg that Eves is carrying right now.
Oh my gosh, the eagle
That's
egg.
right.
There you go.
Holy crap.
I remember.
We are having a souvenir.
I'm just joking, by the way. I'm keeping the heads with me. I don't want to screw up the eagle egg.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Okay, are you going to dry them down later to make them like smaller and like
I might
little
make tea out of them.
trophies?
You never know.
Mm,
You'll see.
I can't wait.
So we only have 2 heads, right? The other 2 were split in half because Gibble split
I
one.
split
and
one
so
in
did
half.
Yes.
your-
Yes.
so
And Gibble's
we have 2
upswing.
heads.
Yes.
Okay. I don't need any more body limbs. We're good. Just the heads.
Yeah. hmm
Okay. So I would now like you to all roll perception again.
Yeah, all of us.
Yes.
All of us.
I got a nat 20 on that.
That a boy.
Nicely done. 18 for me.
13.
Doggone it.
What'd you get?
I'm still looking for the button.
Well, look at
It's down under your. It's down there under all the other stuff like acrobatics, animal handling, handling, arcana.
Thank you.
skills.
So, well, Gibble
got
rolled
it.
20. So he's alerted. He twists back, and
Good
He
thing he's
perceived-
paying attention.
yeah, he's got a sense. He not only perceived the hobgoblins, he's also perceived something coming from the front at this point, and you see these 2 dogs. Gibble, you see this because everyone's sort of like preoccupied, but you swivel and you see these 2 large dogs running from the wooden walls that you guys saw like 300 feet in front of you, running along the side of the walls. And then at one point they leave the side of the walls and they start like running side by side heading towards you guys. And they're not small, and they've got like armor plating on them, and definitely you can tell that they've got pieces of armor on their haunches, and they look like they're attack dogs coming towards you guys.
Ooh.
Oh my god, guys, big ugly dogs coming to us now. Oh my god.
What'd
Never
you
seen
call
anything
me?
like this.
What, Gibble? What else? What? Tell us. What?
Big dogs. Look. That way.
Okay.
He
Big
called me
dogs!
Big dog.
Anything else? Big dogs. Any other details, Gibble?
Just look that way. 2 of them.
Oh, we're fucked. Okay, here we go.
How far away are they?
At this point, they're about probably a good 70 feet away from you. These things can book.
Are they within earshot?
What do you mean by earshot?
Like, can I yell at them and they hear me?
That's wow. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals
Oh no.
and yell at them. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh my god.
Okay.
God damn it. Okay.
This is a spell you're casting.
Yep,
Or what
I
is
have.
this?
Huh?
What is this little? What is this trait? What is this?
So it counts. It counts as a spell. I can cast it at will. Lasts 10 minutes. You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration of the spell. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations, monsters, including whatever they can perceive and have perceived within the last day. You might be able to persuade them to do a small favor for you at the GM's discretion, which is how I've managed to talk the cow into going over to the edge of the cliff. At least to the edge. I'm very
That was great.
persuasive
For the record,
when it comes to
that was great.
nature.
So there's no saving throw against this. There's nothing that they can.
Mhm.
It just happens.
Nope. It's
So-
mainly information. They're not. I can't
Right,
unless
you're
you
not-
agree to let them do something I ask. They're still doing their thing. They're just responding to me.
Or
So-
to the point where it's like you can understand it. It's like the matter of if you were to try to make it do something, that's where you do like a persuasion or something.
Yep, and that's where I
Right.
throw like
At this
nature
point,
and all
you're
that.
just like asking why the fuck are they attacking you?
Pretty much. I got to start a conversation somehow. I've only got like seconds.
So you sense
We're fucked.
from okay, let's just say the one from the right, huh? And the one from the left, huh? We do what Master tells us.
Fine. I have 2 delicious hobgoblin heads here for you if you stop in the middle of your freaking tracks and do what I tell you to.
So now you're persuading them. Okay.
Yep, and I have a nature check. Or I can do a nature check if you want.
Yes, please. And that would be. let me see.
Fuck. 6.
Well, you've got 2 of them. So you got to do 2 of them.
Oh.
I'm gonna do a wisdom. No, wisdom or.
Well, 6 and 7. That was fantastic.
Good lord.
Well-
it was.
Jesus Christ.
So
Yeah, I tried.
okay, let's. Okay, you're trying
did.
to persuade them, right?
Just to stop and do what I tell them to.
Would you
So,
call
yeah, I
that a
guess so.
wisdom or intelligence check, Aaron? What would you say on that one? Them to sort of figure out what the hell's going on. They've been
The-
commanded to attack.
If
I'd
it matters
say-
to the DM, my numbers are the same for both wisdom and intelligence. So
Okay.
Is this a check for the dogs to do?
For the
to figure
dogs.
out what's going on?
Yes. Yeah.
oh, sorry.
I'm sort of leaning towards wisdom, but-
I'd say wisdom because the insight skill uses wisdom.
Okay. So they are not persuaded to stop their attack.
Should have said intelligence.
Well, we're fucked then. Here we go.
Thank you, Aaron. So there you go. So
We're
They're-
being our asses
the
ate.
dogs are somewhat confused. Their pace of running is slowed a bit, but they are not stopping. And
Oh,
what
Lord have mercy.
your open conversation you have with them is just, we don't stop for heads, and they're still like coming towards you. and they're now about. Let's see. They're about 20 feet away from you, and I'd like you all to roll for initiative.
All right. Oh,
Initiative.
did not roll well.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm going last, guys.
No, you're not. I got a 3.
Oh, I
got a
did
one.
too.
Oh my god,
What have mercy.
you guys doubled up again.
19.
Erie high fives, Gibble, and misses. Ugh.
19.
19
Just
for
topple
Torga.
over each other.
Again, she's number 1. You guys tied at 3. What do you got?
Yeah,
Eve?
I'm number 1 again, god damn it.
4.
Fuck.
Wow.
Fuck. Here we go.
Yeah,
That's how I
it's
feel
bad.
about this. Fuck.
That's why we're the 3 on the bottom of the list here. Torg
You
is
know
at the
who
top.
rolls first
At least that's
initiative?
still
The first
better.
one to die. That's how this works.
At least that's still better than half the party, Aaron.
Yeah,
Just
it's okay.
think.
No, we did way worse than you. Just because you didn't get it. We got it. We didn't get it worse.
All right,
Ew.
so you guys got about Torga. You are first up,
Yeah.
and I guess they're about 40 feet away from you. They're like running towards you,
Uh-huh.
and they're maybe 5 feet apart. They're running quite in pairs.
Yeah?
But yes, it's your attack.
Well, they're running. So, and they're how far away from me?
About 40 feet.
Okay, well, I'm going to throw a javelin at one of them.
Okay, you've got 2. You've got one to the left, one to the right.
Exactly. 10.
That is that your total bonus and everything?
Yes. Yes.
That's it. Okay, so you miss it.
Well, yeah. Okay, well, let me do another one.
Okay.
12.
That is a hit, actually.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. Okay, well, let me roll damage.
They're not carrying shields.
Damage
They're
is-
not super high on the list. That's all I'm worried
Damage
about.
is 6.
Because we're rolling for crap.
Nice. Okay, well, that javelin takes down one dog. Nicely done.
Well, thank
Ooh.
God. And I'll remember to go get that bitch afterwards because I need my javelin back. So here
How
we
do you
go.
know that-
It's
How
next.
do you know the
Javelin
dog's the female?
Everything's a bitch to Torga. Even you, Eddie.
If I keep rolling like this, I won't disagree.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
All right, and wow. Okay, so in that case, wow, you guys. Well, let me see who's the worst loser. All right, Gibble, you are up.
Sorry, Gibble.
Sorry, fuck you.
Oh no, sorry. You rolled 3s. Eve, you rolled 4. I'm sorry.
Who's
You're the-
next?
You're the best of the loser rolls. Go for it.
All
Fuck.
right.
Okay, here we go.
They're how many feet away?
They're about 40 feet away.
40? Okay, I will use my movement to get up to 30, and then for my action, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at the other dog.
Okay.
For a 10 to hit.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, just
Yeah,
goes wide.
thanks, shot. Yep.
That is unfortunate, but that's going to be my turn.
All right. So then, Gibble, you are up. You're about 40 feet away from this thing.
Yeah, I wish to use all my movement to get up to him.
Okay.
And I then want to activate my rage.
Ooh.
And how high is this bridge? How tall?
The peak itself is about 12 feet tall. So at the center, like at the very, very top of that spire, like you in the main picture there, as you can see, that's 12 feet.
Cool. Yeah, guys. Gibble's gonna go large. He's just real
Ooh.
large, and he's
Go
like,
big or to go home.
he's starting
Way
to
to
go
go.
like red now.
Wait, what?
Gibble.
What?
Say
Go
that one more
big or
time.
go home. Hey, where to go?
Gibble just grows large and now he's red.
Oh Lord,
he's just
we're
angry
getting
now,
large.
and is
Gibble.
about to
Oh
hit
Lord.
these,
Okay.
What the
Um,
fuck? And you had to sit on my shoulders?
Christ.
Yeah, just keep in mind, like, large is like, what, 10 feet high or something like that?
Still big for you.
I'm only 5 foot, so.
Eight, well,
It's,
it'd probably be more closer to 8 feet.
10 by
maybe,
10
something
cube.
It's still
Yeah.
big. Very big. Very big. Very big.
Yes.
Very
Go.
I'm
big.
still
you're good.
looking at his butt now.
All right,
But,
so you are
I believe I'm still gonna attack though, because I have 2 attacks.
all right. How long does it last? How long is it?
The rage,
Yeah.
10 rounds, a minute.
10 rounds. Okay.
All right, and now I'm gonna attack with my great axe. Oh my god, nat 20. I've gone around from having. My
Lord.
swear to God.
Yes! Yes!
That's good. The dice are rolling well for you guys tonight. All right, you can script this.
Fuck yes.
Let's roll your damage first.
Oh my gosh, I rolled. That's a lot of numbers to add up. All right, I'm just saying, because I get like a 2 for the, because I'm raging, and then
Mm-hmm.
11.
Yes.
And then it's what, plus 4, and then a double.
Okay,
that's a
so
lot.
yeah, so your base damage already
You fucked them
takes
up?
care
Is
of the
that what you're
dog.
saying?
So
Just the base damage.
script how you'd like to send this dog into next week. Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just gonna see me grow large, and I'm just gonna like raise up my foot, stomp it, and then just smash it down with it. My great axe.
Nice.
Oh, you made this thing like a meat, like
Yeah, you're tenderizing this dog.
like you squashed a grape. This thing is awesome.
Oh.
Oh man.
There you
So
go. That's what you did.
Gibble completely erases. It's one of the roadkill that's been run over for about 2.5 days on the highway. It's just like a
Ooh.
charcoal slab of something or other on the Iron Bridge itself.
How much do these dogs typically weigh?
Let's see, probably about maybe 75 pounds. They're mastiffs, so maybe they're 100 pounds. They're not small dogs for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Gibble just shrinks down. He's like, "Sorry about that, guys. I just have some traumatizing memories against other."
No. And Torg is like, no, good Gibble. And she pats him on top of the head. Good
Gibble.
Gibble. Yeah, I
Theory's-
loved it. Good Gibble. Good
Theory's like,
Gibble.
I'm proud of you, but have you ever thought about anger management?
No.
This
no,
is the
good
anger management.
Gibble. Good Gibble. It's so good. I love it. Good Gibble.
Gibble just says, "I bite."
Is there anything on the dogs worth taking?
Don't bite me, or I'll slap you upside
Yes,
the head.
there is. There's leather plate on them that gives them an armor class.
No.
So it's worth something, but it's small. It would have
Is
to be.
Is that better than chainmail or?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's leather strappings and sort of fitted to the size of the dog.
Gotcha.
Chainmail is it's like little rings of metal. So that
Right.
by far the stuff you've taken off the hobgoblins is worth way more than leather. Leather strappings. This is and also lowest common denominator for AC for sure. Aside from
Gotcha.
just skin.
Yep. I'll take back anything I used. Blah blah blah. We're good.
Fury looks around at everybody. Did anybody want anything off the dogs?
No, nothing. Nah, I'm good.
Then Erie just shakes his head, walks over and grabs each one of the dogs and tosses them off the bridge. Minus does anybody have any tool or weapons that are stuck in them?
I got.
the javelin.
I need to get my javelin back. Yes.
Pull that out, give it to Torga, and then toss the dogs off the bridge.
And then, thank you.
So sweet.
I know.
You know,
isn't it?
I at least talk to the dogs. Hobgoblins can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, I understand. All hobgoblins go fuck themselves. Or fuck themselves. And then fuck themselves some more. And then go back to left street and fuck themselves some more. Here we go.
So, you guys are probably about, at this point, about maybe 200 feet away from the first wooden wall.
Ooh.
Did we move past our bridge busters?
You did, yeah. They're a bit further behind you. Not too far, like maybe 15 feet.
We need to go
All right.
back and get them.
Erie's gonna run back and grab his.
Okay.
And then purposefully run into Gibble with it.
Torga is going to go back and get herders because we need them. Yes. Same thing. Go
I
back.
guess I think I hit Gibble too hard with it.
It'll be fine.
He
Yeah,
didn't
Gibble
make a noise.
Gibble flies off the side of the bridge and he falls. No.
Forgivable,
Gibble
everybody.
is fine.
Damn it.
So, you guys have your bridge busters. You have about, like I said, about 150 feet away from, well, 200 feet, sorry, 200 feet from the first walls.
Erie's gonna grab Gibble, pick him up, and toss him onto his bridge buster, and then start moving towards the walls.
Same
That's
thing.
right. You're not 10 feet tall now, boy.
Now,
200 feet.
you've elected to turn off your rage, correct, Gibble?
Yeah, I did that right after the fight. I
Okay,
shrunk back.
so now you can do that one time a day. What's the frequency
3
on
times.
that?
3 times per long rest.
Yep.
Okay.
So I could do it 2 more times if I wanted to.
Great. I'm so happy that you can do that.
Just for reference, so can Torga and myself.
What?
Great.
So is it-
You still
don't
have a
remember.
grand total of more numbers than Erie can count.
You guys, 3 of you can like total like 100 feet tall. All right. Erie, can you roll d20, please?
Yes, sir. That would be a 17.
So you guys are pushing forward, and you notice that the bridge itself, the base of the bridge, there's something odd about where you guys are walking, like the bridge base itself. You're not quite sure. Is it? There's more debris, less debris. There's just something odd about the next 100 feet.
Looks weird.
Well,
I'm
of
gonna
course,
use,
this is weird.
Well, you look weird, but I don't say anything.
And you smell weird.
Of course I smell weird. Have you ever seen the inside of my belly button? It's horrid.
Christ!
Why would
Both of you
anybody
smell
look
weird, look weird. What the fuck ever? Both. Anything ever. Who cares? Why? Yeah.
I smell better than him. Come on.
No, you
Now,
don't.
no one else is
No.
no one else is noticing this, so it's just Erie.
Just me.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys notice that something looks a little funny around here. Not just me.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and use Divine Sense, so I can see if anything has been affected by the Hallow spell, and I can know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
So you cast that, and nothing in front of you is triggering that.
Hmm.
I'm assuming you all
Nothing
stopped at this
unholy
point.
here.
Yeah,
Say again.
we stopped for a moment.
Nothing unholy here.
So, Erie, what exactly do you mean something's weird? Like, of course, it's kind of weird being on a bridge here. That's just not normal. So, like, come on, elaborate.
I don't know. Something seems funny. Matt, you know what? Hang on. How far away is Eves behind me?
You guys are basically in the same, within 5-6 feet of each other.
I asked Eves if he'll take my bridge buster for a moment.
Sure.
I walk out in front of everybody. If something's fucked up, I might as well be the one that gets swatted. Fuck.
Hey, you just look at this dumbass.
Yeah, that is my ass, and it is dumb.
But
Okay.
if the bridge is stone cunning is a thing. If the
It's the
bridge
iron,
is stone.
but it's an iron bridge.
Yeah, it's
not
iron.
metal.
So no, nothing.
So, okay, can you explain
So we're iron.
once more for the dumb people in the back? Can you talk about that special gift you have there?
Which one? I have
The one that-
autism. I have. Sorry.
Oh my god, prop building? No, the one you talked about
Oh.
before.
Christ on a
There?
crutch. Anyway.
Are we talking
What?
about building that guy?
Yeah, I'm talking about that. We haven't even
Bear?
seen your bear cosplay yet. We've seen your act.
We're good. We're good. Yeah, Christ on
But
a
no,
crutch.
you
We're
mentioned
good.
something
Anyway.
about the sensing of something. What was that? Like the saving throw,
Just
right?
the danger sense. It's
There you go.
Hang on. It is
Hmm.
danger sense. You have advantage on dex saving throws against things such as
Against
traps
attack.
or spells. So if something happens, I have advantage on it.
Okay. All right.
So I'm out
So-
in front at the moment.
Yeah. And you're walking, and
Yep.
you. Oops. So you guys see, Erie is walking ahead, and he's looking quite curiously, just trying to get a sense of stuff. And okay, can you roll your dexterity saving throw, please?
Give me 1 second.
Him or us?
Just Erie, because he's about now 40 feet away
Okay.
in front of you.
So
Oh,
again,
yeah.
initiative means I roll twice, and I take the higher of the two, right?
Yeah,
Advantage,
yeah, you've
right?
got advantage. Yep.
Advantage. Ten.
That's the highest of your two rolls.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was the highest.
Okay. So you guys see Erie sort of creeping, not creeping, but like sort of walking slowly, looking around, and you hear quite definitively a click, because it's not very light, the sound.
Mhm.
10
Well,
plus
that's
4 is
not
15.
Oh,
14 plus 7 is 21.
No. Oh no.
What the hell?
31.
What the fuck? We're fucked. Where are we going? Here we go.
I'm gonna
35.
die. I'm gonna die. I can feel it.
36.
We're gonna die. You gonna die, world.
30,
No, I'm in
39.
front. I'm in
What a
front.
fucking trip to Bouncing Betty.
The,
Oh
it's
my god.
42.
Hopefully, a stumbling Erie makes up for it.
The fuck
Um,
is 42? Christ on a
so-
crutch.
Erie, and you hear this click, and
Well,
once it depresses,
now I'm already depressed.
this log from the ceiling is tripped and swings down,
Well,
and
shit.
smacks Erie, doing 42 damage.
Ooh.
Fuck me.
Sure, yeah, I'm not sure how many hit points you have. I'm not looking at your character right now, but 42 damage. And you are
I have
knocked
13 left.
That's
knocked
bad.
prone, and you're about. He's now about maybe 45 feet. Knocked forward 10, and he is prone, and he has a
Oh, yeah.
disadvantage for the first round of attack. And
just want to point out as I went flying by everybody, I'm like, you're welcome!
So Erie goes flying forward because this log that was lodged up in the upward, like in the up part of the top, swings down and smacks him forward towards the wooden walls. And now this log is now swinging back like a pendulum, slowing. And you guys are maybe about 50 feet away from him. Well, actually 60 feet because he's thrown forward, and then he's about 40 feet away from the wooden walls. And after that is activated, you see two hobgoblins coming out from those two. There's one to the left and one to the right, charging towards Erie.
Nah, fuck.
Oh lord.
Well, fuck both them things.
So you guys are about 100 feet away from Erie, and the hobgoblins are closing in on him.
Well,
Get the lead out.
Yeah. So, we're still going to roll for initiative. So let's do this. Let me see here. Let me clear my page here. All right. Let me know your rolls for initiative.
let me do this.
I rolled a 13.
Okay.
10.
I'm gonna die, I can feel it.
Well, I
3.
want you to still. Okay, Torga 3. I still want you to roll initiative, Erie, but you're incapacitated for 2 rounds.
Oh,
Yeah, it's bad.
What's your?
Hang on. Initiative. I'm gonna see it coming. That's what I got 3. I don't see shit.
Let me just roll for this for a second here.
So incapacitated means there's no actions at all that I can take, correct?
Correct. Your 2 rounds, you're prone and incapacitated. I mean, that's a major blow. It would have been different if it was distributed amongst others, but you took it solo,
That's right. Keep everybody safe.
and that's not handy. Well, Han, Star Wars there. Didn't say it was funny. I just said it was Han Solo. All right.
Good lord.
I love Han Solo.
I do too.
Okay.
I
All
had
right.
a Wookiee once.
So, all right. Well, the hobgoblin from the right-hand side has initiative, and he is going to attack Erie, and he's got initiative. He's got advantage. With, 18.
Ooh.
Yeah, that hit.
Okay. He is going to do longsword damage. 1d8. That's 3 damage. That was the low end of what he could do.
Erie still giggles while he's stabbing him.
Yes, I can. Exactly. Yes.
Oh my god. All right, now it's Eve. You're next.
Oh man, I am how far away?
You're about 100 feet away from all this activity now.
Good lord. Okay. Do I have any bonus action? Crap. Okay, I do not. All right, I'm gonna use my movement and my action to dash, moving a total
Okay.
of 60 feet towards them.
Okay.
And I think that's about all I can do, I'm afraid.
Okay. So you're about 60 feet away from them now. All right.
40?
And, about 40, sorry. Yes, you moved 60. I'm sorry. You're right.
Oh, good. And yeah, that's going to be my go.
All right. Now it's Hobgoblin 1's attack with advantage. 12. 12 is the oh my, something in the comments must be not necessarily a laughing thing. 12 is the highest roll, Eerie.
I'm sorry, what?
12. Is that what's your armor class?
14.
Oh, so number 2 misses you actually.
Eerie does the same laugh.
Such an ass.
Oh my god, Christ.
Oh my god. All right. So next up, it's Gibble.
You said 80 feet?
Fuck.
Well, they're 100 feet.
100 feet? Jesus.
Fuck Christ. Yeah.
I just want to spend my turn to do dash so I can move twice my movement speed.
Okay. So what's your movement speed?
40, so 80. Meaning all I can do is just close the distance.
And you are on the left-hand side, so I'll put you up here. I'm just getting a sort of sense here. You said 80, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fast little goblin.
Yes. That's quite impressive.
Clink, clink,
So-
clink, clink, clink.
Because it resonates on the Iron Bridge. Eerie, you are incapacitated, so then we go to Torga.
Okay. How far are we? God damn it. I'm sorry.
100,
How
you are
far-
about 100 feet away.
This
Okay.
counts as a long rest, right?
Let me just okay, I have 35 feet of movement speed and 2 attacks, so can I do both and cross for
Yes.
70
You can.
feet?
Yes, you can.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Great. So I've got 20, 30, and 40. You got okay, let me change my chart. here.
Yeah, I'm 35 feet of movement speed. If I take 2, I am 70.
Yes. So
Eerie says in his sleep, I've never seen her move that fast for me, ever.
Bet you ain't, but you ain't ever see me in your sleep. Shut the fuck up. That's where we're at.
I'm pretty sure she just wants to bury her axe in you while she can.
Yeah, that's dwarf speak for it. Yeah, fucking, but that's not how it works. So yeah.
all right. We are back to the hobgoblins.
Oh,
Number 1. So let me take a look here. I'm just opening up your character right now. Whew, you got 10 hit points left?
Yep, that's it. I mean,
All right.
that's still, I've been doing pretty good. Pretty good. Apparently, I can take a whole bunch of enemies, but not a log.
Well, I'm going to roll on the d6 that either the hobgoblin is going to engage you or the new one's Gibble, who's the closest, as another threat.
Bring it on!
Oh, he goes for Gibble. Wow, look at that.
I mean,
And Gibble, 14.
Miss.
Oof. So the javelin sails over you and over the side of the bridge and sails into the water. And then Eve, you are up next. So you see the first hobgoblin that attacked Eerie when he was down, switched gears and saw Gibble rushing and felt that as a more imminent threat and launched his javelin and it sailed over him. And so he sort of changed position, but he's the same distance away from you, which is about 40 feet.
Sounds like being short has its advantages.
I am 40 feet from the hobgoblins.
Yes.
Okay. Am I within 30 feet of Eerie?
You are actually. Yes.
Okay. I'll use my movement to get up there, and as an action, I will lay on hands, which
Ooh.
pickles.
will just heal Eerie for 20 hit points.
Oh!
My man.
Wow!
Yes.
Just gonna feel
Thank
this
you.
flow of healing and strengthening power, kind of coursing into you as Eve calls on the saints of his family to channel this kind of magic into you. So you are healed 20 hit points.
Dang. And you are right in the fray now. You are beside, basically, next round, Eerie will be conscious and be able to attack. And you are beside him, basically kneeling beside him, and you're within maybe 7 feet away from the two hobgoblins. So you're right in the fray at this point.
I will. After I do that, I'll stand up, get my sword and shield ready, and kind of interpose myself between Eerie and the hobgoblins, and that will be my turn.
Oh, that's so sweet. All right.
Eerie doesn't make he'd say he loves this guy, but
I won't mention.
Eerie just giggles in his sleep again.
All right. Next up, we have. Let me take a look here. Oh, we've got Gibble. You are up next.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. No, it's the hobgoblin first. The second one.
It doesn't matter. No, I'm joking.
Oof.
Gibble's like, I'm gonna fuck them up no matter what.
First to choose either Gibble or Eerie. Oh, Gibble again. Wow. Apparently, Gibble. 16.
Oh, that still misses. Just barely, though.
Okay. Wow. The rolls tonight for them are not doing well at all. Okay, so now it's your turn. So he launches his second javelin. You notice that he no longer has any javelins, so he takes out his sword, and that is going to be his next attack. So there you go. All right, you're up.
How close are they?
You're right now 20 feet away from them.
Okay, so I'll move up to one and then do a great axe attack.
Okay. And you're on the left-hand side, by the way. So you're straddling this side over here.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just going to do it normal. I'm not going to do it. Well, that sucked. 12.
That is a miss.
Yeah. All right, well, that's my turn, guys. I'm just going to go up there and wave my axe at him.
And suddenly he's not very
Damn
intimidating.
it, okay, it's great. Jesus.
Guys, look.
That's my turn, guys. Jesus.
All right. Korga, it is your turn.
Yes.
You're about 30 feet away from... So what you see in front of you now is you're the straggler in this. You see Eve is kneeling and just had... Well, not kneeling now. It's just he's positioned himself for an attack. Like, basically standing right beside Eerie. To the left, on the left-hand side, basically, of the wall, you have Gibble, who has just engaged the hobgoblin on the other side and missed him. And then you are about 30 feet behind everybody.
So take me up to the closest one.
You are also on the trending towards the left-hand side, so you can move.
Yes,
Take
me. I got 35 feet, so I am good.
Okay, so you are right behind Gibble. And
Yes.
Okay, so you have 2 attacks, correct?
And then I'm going, and then I'm going to use my great axe.
Okay.
Please, Lord. 24.
That is a hit. See if you give new facial implants here.
Damage is 10.
Okay. So Torga moves up and slashes with her great axe and does a nice blow to the hobgoblin. And now we are at the top of the round. And Eerie, with your healing and with your stunning from the unfortunate booby trap that you laid, but you are now able to attack when it's your turn. However, first attack is the hobgoblin 1. And he is going to go for, actually, Eve. Funny enough. Oh, and that's a 7. Wow. Jesus. With all his bonuses. Jeez. Your lord.
Right off the shield.
doesn't even affect the paint. Not even that.
Oh.
All right, Eve, your counterattack.
All right. Yeah, the guy who just attacked me. I can't use Hexblade's Curse. I could try Hex again. Yeah, I'm going to use my pack slot for Hex. So bonus action, Hex him. So I deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage whenever I hit him with an attack. And then for my action, I'm going to go ahead and attack with my longsword.
Okay.
That is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. So from the longsword, that
Torga
is
is very much in agreement with
Torga's.
this.
Torga's feeling something about that.
Torka is feeling that hit like.
That's going to be 9 points of slashing damage plus 5 points of necrotic damage.
Oh,
This is kind
Lord.
of like sickly green magical energy, just kind of like radiates out from the sword and does some nasty, nasty things to his biology. And
So you said
that's
9 and
where we
6,
go.
right? Or 9 and 7?
9 and 5 for a total of 14.
14. Okay. Oof. So he takes this and absolutely just collapses with that massive blow. He's not dead, but he is certainly mortally wounded on that for sure.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Very cool.
That's
All
where I'm
right.
gonna go.
Great.
Next is going to be Gibble.
Oh. Okay.
So you have, of course, the one that's closest to you, and you've got one, towards your right, which is maybe 8 feet away.
Has
and
the one that's right by me been hit at all?
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
By Torga, she introduced a new slash to its chest. So yeah.
Nice. I think I'll do a reckless attack against it then. Well, do reckless attack and see
Okay.
what I can do. 25. That is not natural. 20.
That
I know it's a
doesn't
big
matter.
number, but I was gonna say.
It's still a hit.
Still a hit. All right, that is going to be 11 damage.
And with that one blow, you take out that hobgoblin.
Aha!
And that's with your great axe?
Yes.
Nice. So shortly after Torga's blow, Gibble follows it up and slices in the opposite direction. And if anybody's looking for a treasure map, you can follow the X because that's blazoned on this chest of the hobgoblin as it falls
Nice.
to its death. Very nice.
Nice.
Yes.
And
Very
Eerie enters
Love
the
it.
fray. Finally, Mr. Oh, I'll
Love
take
it,
one.
Gibble.
You sort of come to your senses, realizing, holy crap, what the hell did I just do for this for this fellowship? And the hobgoblin to the left is felled and falls, and you've got one who was just massively attacked by Eve with not just melee but also magics that you don't understand, but you're quite impressed, and you see an opportunity to, vengeance perhaps. What would you like to do?
Eric stands up and rubs the back of his head. Damn it, Torga! And then takes his great axe. And how far away am I from the one that's left?
You're maybe 4 feet, 5 feet tops.
All right, take the great axe and swing at it.
Oops.
Recklessly, mind you, because I'm angry.
Yeah, well, me too.
Valid.
That's 25. That was a natty 20.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Motherfucker.
What's your base damage? Just roll your damage.
God damn it.
Damage was 5 plus 2 plus 2.
Okay.
So 9.
Yeah. So it's dead on your base damage. So how would you like this hobgoblin to end? Please let us know.
So how was he when I started?
He wasn't doing well at all. He was actually somewhat stumbled because of Eve's, destructive attack. Took him quite towards death's door. He wasn't by any means kneeling, but he was struggling, sort of holding its sort of chest, and you caught him off guard and probably laid into your natty 20. So you're going to end him with this.
So he's standing.
prone. He's standing. Somewhat close to the edge of the wall.
All right, so Erie's going to run up, hit him with his axe in his gut, pull it out the side, turn over, decapitate him, and then take his head and toss it off the bridge.
Hell yeah.
Motherfucker!
Meanwhile, Torga stares and like, oh, that's so beautiful. I love the blood spray. There we go. We're good. There you go.
And the rest of you say, "Go!"
Torga is in awe, like, oh, love it. Yeah.
So
No.
this graceful swing from death's door, Eerie gets up and 180, well 360 in fact. He comes full circle. The body drops, yet the head flies off to the right into the water, and all of you hear an agreeable as it hits the water
Let the
below.
bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Yeah, we go. Yeah.
All right, so you guys are maybe 20, 30 feet away at this point from the two wooden walls.
All right, let's go. Let's go back and get our busters.
Let's go back. Yes. We've had fun. Let's go back.
He's just
so-
gonna stand there. I'm not moving. Fuck that shit.
Eerie, that's the original mission. Let's go. We've had
You
fun.
can-
Let's go.
People can bring me the fucking bridge buster. I literally, you know what? Just bring me the buster. I'll walk it. Fine.
Oh, Lord have mercy. We've had fun killing shite. We love it, right? Killing.
If I'm
But
not
now we're-
sleeping,
We're saving now. Let's go. We've had killing. Now we're gonna do save.
So you guys
Jerry
go
looks
back.
over at Eves and he's like, "You, my friend."
Don't mention it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just the right thing to do.
Something didn't feel good while I was sleeping. Bad. I still never gonna argue with Torga ever again. I swear.
Oh no, you will. You lying fucker.
And so as you guys are gathering, you guys, so I guess Gibble and Torga, you guys go back and get the bridge busters.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Eve and Eerie, you guys are like exchanging. Well, Eerie says, like, "Thank you," and in the distance, you hear this gruff voice. "Oh, damn it! Retreat back to Tar Island." You get a sort of sense, maybe 60, 70 feet away from you, like a sort of really gruff voice, and you hear that, and
Is it on the other side of the wooden deals?
correct. Yeah, and you've got about, probably the distance of these wooden walls is enough to allow one of the bridge busters to pass towards the left or the right, depending on the orientation of the wall. And you see the first two that we see in that the key image there. So you can fit the bridge buster around that, and you figure the distance that you heard that voice from is well beyond that second wall that you see in the back side over there, like in the let me see here, where is this thing?
So, how far away would we guesstimate this came from?
So probably about 40 or guesstimating on the sound of the voice, probably about 60 70 feet behind this secondary wall here.
Erie's still pissed, so he's just gonna turn and chuck a javelin in that direction.
Okay.
Good Lord.
All right. Roll. I'll give
What am
you
I
something.
rolling?
D20. I'll give you something if you roll natty 20.
Am I rolling for okay? Just a D20 by itself?
Yep.
Come on, you better fucking hit a 20. I want to see this. What the hell? Hang on. It did something stupid.
I see what.
No, I rolled a 5.
All right.
But
So-
I still threw it, and I'm like, "You stupid motherfucker! You better run!"
So
God damn it. God
Maybe
damn
you'll
it.
find-
Okay.
maybe you'll find your javelin. You're not quite sure.
I may have to look for that later.
God damn it. Okay.
Let me remove that. Hang on. Go ahead.
So you guys get the bridge busters up towards the where you guys are, and you're all basically all together. What would you like to do?
get these busters through.
Yeah,
Just-
like,
I
are we
agree.
there at the gate? Yeah, let's.
Yeah, you're right at these walls now. Like the walls that we're seeing right here, like you're literally right in front of these things.
Let's go. What's the thing? Let's go.
Gibble's gonna
Alright.
be like, hold on. Before we use this, I need to get something out important. And he's gonna take off his backpack, turn around. You see him digging through for a moment. He's like, aha, here it is.
I hope he's
pull it
not
out.
pulling out his junk.
Christ on a crutch, me too. Don't need to see anybody's dyke on this. Dick, dyke, highness, whatever we're at.
Anyway,
Which
he's gonna pull out this whore, and he's gonna be like, oh, can't forget about you, oh beautiful. He's gonna be like,
this whore or this horn? Where are we at?
horn.
Oh my god.
I didn't know he could keep those in
Do
back.
not sound like that. Okay, hold on. We're good. Okay, we're good.
Remind me to look for one when we get to the next town.
And he's gonna be like, all right, release the bridge busters.
Nice.
Did you blow it? Did you blow it?
Yeah. He's gonna blow.
Yeah. Okay. I would say, yeah. Okay.
Nice. So you guys use the bridge busters, and within 2 rounds, with the structure, with the how I explained it last adventures, that you guys lift sort of the handles themselves and lock them in, so that the spikes are now folding or pointing forward. And
Yeah.
within 3 rounds, both of these walls are destroyed by the bridge busters.
Okay.
And the loose rope to keep them together, they are cleared out, and you guys can move those off. Like, you can literally toss them over the side. And as you clear the second one at the back, you see you're about maybe 300 feet away from Tar Island. There's no more walls, and there's a group of hobgoblins, from what you guys can tell, at least 3, maybe 4, that are hightailing it back to Tar Island. And they sort of disappear as the bridge hits into Tar Island. They sort of form off and veer off into sort of the area, and it's really quite hard to see. But they are off the bridge, and you see clear sailing from here on in. And the only difference you see from your vantage point now is that the roof of the iron bridge that is covered from where you are standing, decades and centuries of damage has cleared the roof away from the bridge, and you guys get a clear view of Tar Island. And you see, sitting on the peaks, several, at least 5 wyvern, just sitting on the peaks of Tar Island, doing nothing, not flying, just peering at the entire group on the iron bridge, almost with a curiosity at what you guys are doing. Not attacking, nothing, just watching.
You said those were wyverns?
Yep.
How far away?
From here, probably about 400 feet, somewhere in there.
So outside of earshot.
Outside of earshot, and just curiously sitting on the peaks and the different sort of levels of Tar Island, watching you guys intently, not giving a care whatsoever to the hobgoblins that have just come back into the Tar Island and have retreated to whatever embankments or fortifications that they have on their side of the bridge.
You said we noticed these?
Yes, you notice them for sure, and they
Gary's
notice you.
just gonna wave.
So you wave. And
Christ, Erie, keep it under the wraps, fucker.
and we're gonna head back to Castle Iron Bridge for another interlude. And the setting here is Queen Laramie's private quarters. And as you guys may remember, she is seemingly sleeping in a deep trance, but she's cursed, of course. So breathing somewhat softly, but with no motion whatsoever. And just sitting right beside her is Leara. And she's got her little cup of tea. And as she's looking over her, sipping her tea, she's intently watching her. And suddenly a rap at the door comes. And Liara says, "Come in. What is the early morning news? For why are you here?" And the guard says, "A raven has come from Iron Bridge Outpost, milady." "Oh, good. The Fellowship are returning after a successful mission." And she takes the message from the guard, and her demeanor immediately changes. "What? They have only arrived?" She looks at the guard and says, "Leave us!" Yes, milady. And he closes the door. And she sits back down in her chair, and she places her tea on her teacup on the table, the nightstand. And she says, "How is this possible? The wyverns have been agitated, yet they do not yet have the wyvern's tear. I expected the attacks, the devastation, but something is..." And she looks out to one of the windows, and she stands, and then laying on Laramie's bed, she picks up the scepter, the wyvern's rest. It's just sitting there. And she takes it to her, brings it close to her face, and she says, "What secrets have you not told me?" And as she says this, her veins and her forearms start to glow red, and it matches veins within the grain of the wood of the wyvern's rest, the scepter, also glowing red. And she pulls it closer to herself. And meanwhile, downstairs in Axor's war room, he's sitting at his desk patiently, but like sort of fiddling and just looking around. And then suddenly he hears a knock at the door. And Axor, "Come." Actually, like Picard in Star Trek Next Generation, so I didn't realize I did that.
Takes his feet off the desk.
Exactly.
So good.
Indeed.
Go
No,
for
great.
it. Love it. Love it. Go. Go. Love it. Go.
Wow. So Make comes in and he says, "Good morning, Axor." "Whoa, you look like horse manure." Axor just rolled his eyes. "Really? Did your man get it?" And Make replies, "Yep, here it is." And he hands him the scroll with the broken seal, the wyvern, on it. And Axor says, "Did he have any problems?" And Make says, "No, it was perfect. She was upstairs in Laramie's room, just like you said. He snuck in, came out, and he just delivered it to me, and I'm here now." And Axor says, "All right, we've got a few minutes before I head up to Laramie's room to distract Liara to give your man time to put it back. So let's look at this." So he takes the scroll and he unrolls it, and he's pulling it up to himself, and he's looking at it. And obviously, as we know, Axor is he's a dragonborn, and he's reading, and he's looking at it, and he's like painfully looking at it and cocking his head, and then he starts to read, and he says, "When my son's life has certainly passed, and the treacherous King Duranathir's actions have been forgotten into history, I curse the scepter and the damned ancestor of Duranathir's bloodline, who's the heir to the bond of the wyvern's rest. Once reunited with the wyvern's tear, it will become a weapon to control my lost wyvern children. The wyvern's tear, reforged in my weeping, shall be the beacon to which my children will come and be commanded. Whosoever speaks this curse will set the wheel in motion." And he closes the roll closely, and he looks up at Make. "Put this back immediately. We have little time." And that's where we're going to end tonight's adventure.
Dang.
The Accursed Queen of Iron Bridge, Chapter 13, is in the books, and we are getting closer to the end. And I'd like to thank everyone tonight in the comments who watched along and made it adventurous and enlightening once again. Thanks to all the players. And we will see you next week for Chapter 14 of the Cursed Queen of Iron Bridge. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.